Okay, first of all, don't blame me, blame Ethel. You see what it says? Using drops per minute to calculate completion time. So, hang on. I'd encourage you to at least stay to number 2. Save this. You're going to want to save this. If you're not here, save it. Share it. Comment. Like it. Thank you. Okay, so look. Just to kind of start us off, W Trex 250 milligrams in 250 milliliters of Ringer's lactate. The infusion pump is set at 12 milliliters an hour. So how long will it take for the IV to infuse? I'm just doing this to kind of get your little machine engine started. So if we know that we have 250 milliliters and it's going at 12 milliliters an hour, if we divide 250 divided by 12 milliliters, we can find out how many hours it's going to take. Okay, so let's do it. 250 divided by 12 milliliters an hour. Look, it's going to take 20 hours. Well, it's going to take 20.83 hours. Now, it's not 83 minutes. Minutes and hours are two different things. So this is a little you're welcome. So it's 20 hours. When you work this math, you take the decimal point and the 2 behind it, and you're going to go 0.83. That's the portion of an hour, and an hour has times 60 has 60 minutes. So it's 49.8 minutes, which this 8 would round that up to 50. And look, I got to lift my thing. You see that? It's 20 hours and 50 minutes. I just heard a light bulb go off in your head. Yeah. So let me show you. Okay. Get your beverage ready for a swallow. The IV is infusing at 30 drops per minute. The drop factor is 15 drops per milliliter. And the IV bag is label reads 500 milliliters of fourth normal saline. How long will it take for the IV to infuse? Okay. If you stop this and read that again, I imagine you're going to kind of upchuck in your mouth. So just take a deep breath and let me show you something. If you've never known this before, you will always know it after this problem. A 15 drop factor means that it takes 15 drops in that tubing to make 1 milliliter. And if we know it's going at 30 drops per minute, I mean, we know 15 times 2 is 30, but if it was a bigger number, we could take the number it's going at. I'm gonna do it. We can do 30 divided by 15, and we can know it's going 30 drops is going at 2 milliliters. How often? Per minute. And listen, and you're not going to be freaking out. You hear me? Because if it's in minutes, you are grown. And you can take that and multiply it times 60. Because there's 60 minutes. And it'll tell you how many milliliters they're getting in an hour. You can do it. So if you see this, you're not going to be trying to read them words through tears. You're going to remember our conversation right here. So it's going at 2 milliliters a minute. We do it times 60. It's going at 120 milliliters an hour. And then they, of course, Ethel wanted to know how long it's going to take. And if we got 500 milliliters. And if we know it's going in at 120 an hour, we can divide that by 120 and tell how many hours it's going to take. So we're going to do 500, that's the total in the bag, divided by it's going in at 120. And look, it's going to be 4 hours, 4.16, you know that's 6. We know Jesus, so we're not scared of 6s, but 4.17 would be what that is. So, you know this is 4.17 in hours. So we got to take this part right here, the 0.17, I know I'm all over the place, and we're going to multiply it times 60 to convert it to minutes. And you see that? It is 10.2 minutes. But the 2, it's got to go to a whole number. The 2's not going to round it up. So, I don't know where the other part is. 4. It'll be 4 hours. I should have started in 10 minutes, but look, I hope you got it, because we saved them. Daggum, you see that? You can do this. You can do it. If they give you the drop factor, you divide that, because that's 1 milliliter, and you can move on with your life, and know that it's per minute, and you got to multiply it by 60. And then, so look at here. You got a pint of blood, which is 500 milliliters, is hanging at 11 a.m. And the flow rate is 24 drops per minute. The drop factor on the tubing is set is 10. When will the infusion complete? So we got to give them a time, okay? We're not freaking out. We're finna walk up this with our big boy and big girl panties on, because we know 10 drops equals 1 milliliter. So if we got 24, look, I'm gonna do 24 divided by 10. And it equals 2.4. And we're not freaking out, we're gonna keep that point. We're not rounding till we about to enter the answer, because the decimal place will usually factor itself out through the math. So it's going at 2.4 milliliters, how often? Per minute. Per minute. So, us being grown as we are, we're multiplying that sucker times 60, because we can. And so times 60 equals, look, 144. You see how it's even now? We didn't even have to do nothing. Don't you love it when it's like that? But it's 144 milliliters per hour now. Now, if we know there's 500 milliliters and it's going at 144, we can find out how long it's going to take. So we have 500 divided by 144 equals, and it's going to be 3.47 hours. Them twos just going to be twos, and we're going to let them. So this is 3 hours. Look, y'all already know what to do, don't you? I know some of you done grabbed your calculators ahead of time, and I'm proud of you. That's the kind of nurse you're going to be. So here we go. We're going to take just this second part, 0.47 times 60. Oh, okay, I had a brain fart, is 28.2, but the 2 ain't doing nothing. So we're going to let it be a 2. And so it'll be 3 hours and 28 minutes. Look. Oh, wait. We got to tell them what time. But anyway, look. So if it started at 11 a.m. and it's going for 3 hours, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, and you tell Ethel you got permission to use your fingers. Okay. Just dial my number, hand her the phone, I'll explain. So 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. And then it was a straight up virgin 11. So all we got to do is just add the 28 minutes to it. And so it'll finish at 2:28 p.m. You see right there? Because look, but we saved another one. Yeah, watch it again. I hope you enjoyed it. I did.